My name is Tracy, and I'm here with Becky Lund, who is the Fair Oaks area #1 agent for like ever running.
Not an entire generation, but for the last.
We're getting there. We're pretty
Yeah.
close. And she's with Lion Realty in Fair Oaks. We are at this really great model home, Fair Oaks Hills.
Yes, this is one of our listings in Fair Oaks.
I'm just
Gated
gonna
community.
Stay here. I'm just gonna stay here. When we leave, we're gonna cut.
I know.
They're gonna go. And
You're gonna stay.
And I'll give you the. I'll tell you how it is. How about that?
Okay, that's good. That is a personal testimony on
That's right.
what the house is like.
Exactly.
I like
some
that.
good tips, tricks, and techniques in the real estate game. How, if you're selling, you can price your home. How you can stage your home. If you're buying, really, other than location, everybody knows location is the most important thing. What can you do to find your perfect home, sweet home? And some of the things that are well known, obviously, when staging a home:
Clean, but clean, not just surface clean. Clean windows, clean closets, clean pantries, clean walkways. Your most thorough spring cleaning you've ever done.
And keep it up, probably.
And keep it up.
Keep it up. You never know when someone's going to drop
It's
in.
not easy to sell a house. You will not live in the way that you have up to
Right.
that point. But
Right.
but you're selling your home. You're no longer living in your home.
Right. What do you feel about personal accoutrements? You know, people have pictures of their kids up, their family, that type of thing.
I hear it all the time. I know people will say, I know I have to take all my personal pictures down, and I say, I don't think you do. I think you need to take down anything that's cluttery, anything that detracts, but a few beautiful pictures that you've had taken of your children or your family, I think it adds to the charm of the house. That's just my opinion.
I think you're right. I think it adds some warmth.
It absolutely adds warmth. But what we don't like to see is, you know, pictures all over the wall, just so you don't get to envision like what the whole room looks like or the whole bedroom looks like. So it's paring down, but leaving some of the special photos, in my opinion, adds to the charm of the house.
Yes. Well, was it Coco Chanel say? Edit a little bit. Take a little off, but not everything.
Edit down, pare down,
Yes.
but don't take all away.
Yeah. So we're in a new home, and of course everything is beautiful and updated and modern and all of those things, contemporary. When you're selling a home, and even if it's a dated home, there are some things you can probably do to freshen up.
Yeah,
you know.
there really are. So probably the least expensive update that you can make to your home that will add the biggest splash is painting it.
Oh yeah.
Paint it in modern neutral colors, like the beiges, the gray tones, anything like that, even an off-white. So that's one, paint. And then secondly, you can change out light fixtures. That's another way to make the home look modern. Faucets you can change out, you know, window treatments from like heavy drapery and say mini blinds to, even if you can, take all the window coverings off. Better than old, dated, rundown.
Is none.
None is better than dated.
It lets light in anyway.
It lets light in anyway. I know some people
feeling.
can't do that because you don't want neighbors peering in. If that's the case, you can't do it. But if that's the case, open your drapes wide open, and let the light in when you show the home.
You know what I heard? I heard somebody said that they added cinnamon oil to their paint when they painted, and when people walked in, it smelled homey and.
I don't know. I have never had anyone do that. Well, yeah, some people will burn candles or cook maybe some apple cider, things like that. Of course, you know the fresh baked cookies is always a winner.
I
But
appreciate that.
yeah, everybody loves the fresh baked
You
cookies.
sure do that, and it gives a good it's that subliminal feeling that you get when you walk into a home. That's right, your home. What's really a good way for somebody if they're selling to price their home? I mean,
well,
more or less? You want a bidding war? I mean, what do you
want to do? Yeah. Well, so the best thing to do is look at comparable homes that have sold or are in escrow. Don't don't necessarily go by what's active, because if, let's say your home's worth $600,000, I mean, technically you could price it at $2 million and it's an active listing. You can price your house at whatever you want. So active listings don't really reflect what the home's value is. What reflects the home's value is what's sold within the last 6 months. So you would use that just as a baseline. But let's just say that your home is in a better area. It's got some kind of a view, or
good schools.
yeah, the schools are somewhat better, more desirable than maybe another area of town. If you have amenities that increase the value, then you add to the value. If, say, your home is more dated than the homes that have recently sold, then you would have to price it probably less than those homes, because but the biggest key is to use comps, be realistic, and my number one piece of advice is don't overprice your home.
Right. It'll sit in language.
It'll sit,
and it starts to just look kind of bad. People
looks
say, why has it been on the market so long?
And a lot of sellers say, well, people can write me an offer. They can write me a lowball offer. And that was true in the early days, back in the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s. People always priced their house high, $50,000, and if you were a buyer, you never wrote a full price offer. But when the market just went up, month over month over month over month, and there wasn't enough inventory, and there was always multiple offers, somehow the buyer's mindset changed, because anything that was put on the market sold. And if it didn't sell, if a buyer thought, well, no, this is priced too high, they would think, well, you know what? Someone will pay the price, and so they would not even write an offer. And that just kind of changed how buyers perceive the market. I'm not saying we always get full price offers, but if you price your house $50,000, $100,000, even $25,000 high, sometimes they're not going to even make an offer that's what they feel is market value, not at first. So overpricing your home,
that's like the big,
it's the kiss of death. And what can happen is, if you would have priced it right in the first place, you can end up getting more money than chasing the market down. Okay, drop it 5, drop it 10, and you're chasing it down, and the buyer just sit there and say, okay, we'll just wait until they get it so low that then we will offer. So don't overprice it. Of course, don't underprice it, but sometimes underpricing, then you'll get a bidding war.
Because people are then a little bit invested. They're invested. They want that home, and so they're willing to. And that brings us to probably the most important thing: is pick a good agent or a good realtor. That's
well, of course, I'm in the business, but I do believe that. I believe that a realtor that knows your market, that understands the current market, that works in it full time. This is what they do for a living, and they work in it every day. They understand the market. They understand. Let's just take Fair Oaks. It's a unique town in that a house that's 2,000 square feet in, say, a neighborhood in one area may be worth $200,000 less than the same square footage house in another area a mile away. So you have to have someone that understands the nuances, and Orangeville's like that, and Granite Bay's like that, and just many areas throughout Sacramento County are like that. So you have to understand how to price a home within a certain market. Right. Maybe you don't even want, you may say, I will not sell this house unless I make this amount of money, and that's okay with you. So everyone's different, and you need an agent that makes the transaction about you and not that them. It's not about them making money, it's about you getting your needs met. And really, that sounds kind of, you're just saying that, but really and truly,
if you're a professional and you understand that when that person has to refer someone, they'll refer you. When they're looking to move, they'll come back to you, because they already say, I trust you have ethics, and you are out of my best interest, not your own the first time.
And that's what we are. A realtor is. They have a fiduciary duty to represent whomever they're representing, be it a buyer or a seller. And I take that to heart, and a lot of agents that I work with take it to heart. And so a buyer or seller needs to find that kind of agent.
Yes. Well, this was fantastic.
Yes,
you answered like every question that I would ever have.
A+, huh?
A+
A+ on the test.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Becky.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.